Good afternoon, fellas. Frankie Day here. Okay, guys, for this joyous, beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon, I'll have for you two videos back to back. I meant to get the other ones up for you guys, but I had to go to work and take care of business, and that kind of changed things for me right then and there. So the topic of this video is the DUMAS BEECHCRAFT Model D18 staggerwing video number 3. Okay, guys, I got this pretty much done. It don't take long building these things once you get the knack of it. These DUMAS kits are very, very excellent kits. To see, you know, of all the balsa wood kits I've ever built in my lifetime, I think DUMAS, I think these kits really supersede all these old balsa stick tissue kits that have been flying around for many, many years. And of course, it's all state of art. We got laser cut parts and contest quality balsa wood and micro tolerance balsa wood. It all pays off into making an excellent kit. And Pat Triddle makes some excellent designs. And also, along with this video, I'm going to throw in another video, which is going to be on top of this video, which is going to be all one video, this video here, number 3. I've got some goodies from Mr. David Estrada, a great model builder of our community. Most of his postings that are done on Facebook, and he's involved in a lot of group and buddy builds, such as our famous Spiffy Tiffy group build we got going on. Matter of fact, I'll be having something probably that tomorrow on the update of my Tiffy, because I've been working on that a little bit last night when I got as much as I could do of this last evening. So I got kind of two things done at once. If I show a video of that for tomorrow, I got to keep up with you guys. I'm slacking off too much. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a look at the Beechcraft staggerwing, and I'll discuss what's done on it, and as we rotate it around in the Lazy Susan, and we'll swing the video back to yours truly, and I'll show you what I got in a box of goodies from Mr. David Estrada. So this is going to be a shout out for Mr. David Estrada and video number 3 on my DUMAS BEECHCRAFT Model D18 staggerwing. Okay, guys, we'll sit around and take a look at her, and you guys probably say, "God, Frank, you really got more done than the last video." So that's the general idea. Okay, we'll go on. That's enough right there. It fills in the whole monitor. I'm trying to get used to this puny, smattering little doggone monitor on these camcorders you got nowadays. So as long as it fills the screen, it'll fill the screen on the YouTube too as well. Okay, guys, you can see I've got the wings installed. This thing is all entirely covered. All it needs now is I need to remove this cowling block and make my propeller thrust adjuster from the back. And I got me some plywood here too that I bought. I thought I had some 1/32 scale plywood, but I don't. Right here is 32nd scale plywood. What I do, I'm going to cut out a square like this, using the dimensions of the outside of this, inside of this cowling of the key as it fits inside the fuselage. Because you got to have something harder than balsa to run that screw back and forth. Balsa won't do that. The threads will chew up the balsa, and pretty soon it'd be like a drilled hole through your balsa. It'd be like taking a drill, drilling a hole through your balsa wood. Be the same difference. So with this, you got something there that won't have memory, that has memory of being screwed back and forth. And of course, you don't need that much torque anyway. All you need is move that bell crank over like this to adjust your angle of thrust on the prop for trimming this to your airplanes. So that's highly recommended, guys. You really rubber powered aircraft, build light, build strong, and we're using thrust adjustments. Always use the back of the key of the cowling that's removed from the fuselage as a sub holder for your adjustment for your adjustment for your thrust adjustment. So anyway, I got this today at the hobby shop, and when I got some more of this hobby shop Extra-Cure, Insta-Cure acrylite glue, which I only use on this just on on things that need to be reinforced that supersedes more than type on. So I kind of stay away from that as much as I can. I only use that, so I want to stock up some building materials as I get the model. Okay, we'll rotate this around a little bit. As you can see, the beautiful construction of the fuselage, of the longerons, and the wing. I'm up an old wing right there, design of the stagger wing of the Beechcraft. A lot of people were in question, how the hell does a plane like that fly with the top wing staggered rear from the forward wing? Well, this is how it goes, fellas. This airplane was designed with a Clark Y airfoil. The Clark Y airfoil, which is the best airfoil in the world, you can't beat it. Even a model building, it locks in the incidence of the wing, and also locks in the dehedral. That's what's good about Clark Y, as long as you use jigs. And since you don't need to use jigs on this, everything's laid on a flat board. That Clark Y airfoil, which is two wing spars, one bottom and one top, which gives it the Clark Y airfoil, reinforce the wing. It keeps at the incidence what it is. Even in applying tissue, I make sure I pin down the wing to my workboard and cover the tissue. And by using glue stick method, and I use my favorite sealant glue right here, guys. Evergloss dope, stinky banana oil is over with. People say, Frank, now what do you use to cover the tissue once you glue stick it and pre-shrink it to the fuselage, to the aircraft itself? You got to have some kind of sealer. Yes. This is the best right here, guys. This is called Krylon Clear. This stuff here is the best. This is magic in the can. When it comes to these balsa wood kits, all you gotta do is take this and just spray one coat. Take it outside, or you got a paint booth with accurate ventilation and a fan system. You guys know the routine. You take this aerosol can right here, and you just spray one coat on top of that. You know, the tissue will sag, you know, tighten right back up again. And what it does, it seals all the pores inside that and tissue fibers and clings them together. It makes it stronger than what it was before you applied this. Or you can go back using Eurogloss dope. This stuff right here. Stinkiness in a jar. This is called a bottle of stench. And to me, it don't bother me. But my wife, my baby Ruthie, my woman, and she don't like this, and I don't blame her, because a lot of guys' wives don't like this stuff either. So like I say, if you use this stuff, guys, make quite certain that you use proper ventilation. And one thing bad about this butyrate dope is, guys, is that this stuff shrinks all the time. There's no stopping. This thing will shrink. You add one coat of this dope on here, and you'd be surprised. You come back in a couple weeks later, and you see that thing is getting tight. It'll get so tight, it could pull the frame of this thing out of plumb. And your whole airplane will be twisted and ruined, look like a flying pretzel, and it will not fly. So this is another thing, another good method of getting away from this stuff. But this is old school. This stuff I was raised on, guys. So since I live in a new school generation of better techniques, better things, I don't use this no more. Only for sand and sealer on balsa wood. Okay, we're going to swing this thing around and take a look at more of it before we get back to the goodie box. And the wings are all straight. The horizontal stabilizers are straight. This whole frame is straight, because it's got to be straight to fly, guys. I weighed this thing on my scale. This thing weighs 3 ounces. 3 ounces even. This thing is completely done constructive wise, except the exception of the tail wheel, which I'm working at right now, and also the clear parts of the canopy, and also the insides of the cabin windows will be made next. And the thrust adjustment, add rubber, test fly, and hunt for the clouds. And I'll go to the next one. So she's a beautiful airplane, she is, guys. This is the D18 stagger wing. Like I said, guys, with the wing staggered, most of your wing loading's on this wing here. When the staggered to the top of the wing, which is aft, gives the stagger effect of the model itself. The airplane, which is designed from, acts like a stabilizer, like a high stabilizer. It keeps the plane stable. and plus it gives it a high lift. So this airplane here is going to be a floater. I got 6 strands of rubber I'm going to add to this airplane. I'm going to add 1,500 turns to this thing, and it's got down thrust with a little bit of left, because I want that thing with the rudder turned right and with a down and left thrust. This plane will have torque that keep that nose in the air. So it'll be a left power and a right glide. That way it'll glide to the earth on the right because the rudder is turned on the right. That way I don't have to worry about chasing these things. If you leave the rudder in neutral and you got the prop turning with no adjustment, the airplane is going to turn to the left. It's going to circle the left. And when it stops, it's going to eventually go straight or wander somewhere because it's not trimmed to come back to you. Those are chasers. Stay away from that. Your adjustment these things, down thrust, make adjustment right or left thrust, and hunt for the heavens. And make quite certain that that your balance is well achieved too forward. In other words, to make it too nose heavy, it'll go to the ground. So this thing's a floater. Okay. This video is going to be done in 2 parts. That concludes video number 3 on the update of the Beechcraft D18 staggerwing. I have the final reveal of this tomorrow, and I'll have the Tiffy build tomorrow. After this video, the North Sea Love is coming up next. So stay tuned for that. Okay guys, I mentioned this about 2 or 3 videos ago. I think I mentioned it on the final reveal for Isabella. And Mr. David Estrada, God bless him. Thank you very much, David. I'm very honored to you, sir. And he sent me a whole box loads of kits. Most of them are choppers. This will conclude my chopper madness. This will means that all these choppers I've got that Mr. David Estrada sent me in this here box will finish my chopper collection. That means every helicopter that's been off the ground, I've already got in my collection. Okay, this is a big box here, and we're going to start out with a couple airplanes. That he gave me a couple kits. He gave me a 1/32 scale Newport 17C. This is Dungusser. This is his famous Newport 17, and all the markings on it. This is a scale of 1/32 scale. I think I built one of these in years past. I went there. What I did with this thing is after I built it, I gave this thing a coat, a lacquer, a spray lacquer coat, lacquer. And I went ahead and thinned down some Aerogloss dope by using lacquer thinner or acetone, and I sprayed it on there on dope on this thing. It came out beautiful. It came out like a shell. Came real nice. Whatever happened to it, I don't know. I probably got down below the basement somewhere, tucked away in a box somewhere I haven't seen. So, guys, I got models down there I haven't seen in 20, 30, 40 years. And I got too much. And I'm going overboard, but that's the labor of love in my nature, and our nature too, is model builders and collectors. It's made for the living, guys. This is a good kit, 1/32 scale. Thank you very much, Davey. And lastly, on the airplanes, this is 1/144 scale, very small scale. It makes a very good companion next to my C-124 Rodin Globemaster. This is Harry Truman's DC-6 Cloudmaster. I seen this fly a lot of times when I was a little boy. Back in the late 1940s and early 1950s, where Columbine came in with the Super Connie by Dwight Eisenhower, I seen this thing fly almost every day. This is President Truman's machine. It's a very beautiful Air Force One for this day, the DC-6 Cloudmaster. And from Independence, Missouri, that's where he comes from. Has a picture of handsome Get Out of the Kitchen and Hellfire Harry trailing right there. That man had a very, very bad decisions. He had a very critical decision in his career by dropping the atomic bomb twice. And when Korea got underway, there was preparations of dropping another atomic bomb on top of Korea, which by Harry Truman said no. He said, two's enough. We got too much stuff started right now. Well, we're paying for that. the rest of our lives, and we don't want to get involved in that. We'll just keep it conventional as hell, and we did. So this is his famous machine, the D18 Cloudmaster by Rodin, the scale 1/144. Okay, guys, here's the old famous Sue. Ba 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 ba. Mash. This is the mash chopper used in the mash series. This is one of the first choppers done by Bell. This is the famous Sue chopper. A lot of them are flying today. This is used as a medevac during the Korean War. And this is a very good, handsome kit, the scale 1/148. I looked at it before, and it's a beautiful kit. And I may build that my next build of my Chopper Madness. It's awful small, but it's 1/48 scale. I've seen it 1/72 scale, and they're very, very tiny indeed. Okay, we'll go to the next one. These new choppers I've never seen before. Here's one by a company called Atalaray. This is the HH60J. Looks like the Black Hawk in a way, don't it? This is the Coast Guard version. This is a scale of 1/72 scale. It's molded in white plastic and has beautiful Coast Guard decals. And this makes a very colorful machine. I may build this too real soon. So this is another addition to my beautiful Chopper Madness. Here's an oldie but goodie. I've seen this in model shows back in the 1970s. This is the H83 Sea King. I've seen this aboard the Riscany and also aboard the Kearsarge and the Coral Sea when I was in the Navy. I've seen a lot of these all the time. And believe it or not, you have a lot of chief petty officers flying these things. A lot of chiefs, enlisted men. And that's about as far as they got as being a chief. You get to fly a chopper. So this is a good kit. It's ancient compared to what's out there now. But this too is 1/72 scale. Also, inside this box, he sent me. I think he started the fuselage. It's I think he started good. I know it's snapped together, not glued. And he gave me a bunch of glues too, in this beautiful package. And some Revell paints, and I got some more artillery. Non-speculative sea blue paint. There's all acrylic paints, flat white, all kinds of paints in here. He's gave me all kinds of stuff. Canopy glue. God bless you, man. Thank you very much, David. I think it's awful heavy. I wonder what's in it. So, to my surprise, and I'm very excited about it, is that the fact that it's got paint in it. Lastly, this is a Chinese Z10 attack chopper. Looks like the Apache. It's like the longbow in a way. It's a beautiful looking chopper. I've never seen a chopper like this before. Of course, it's Chinese, but it's a very beautiful chopper. So that too is 1/72 scale. So these choppers right here will complete my Chopper Madness videos. Okay, inside this beautiful care package you gave me, inside this box here, gave me a box. I was kind of curious what was in it. Again, more paints. I've got Tamiya Strong Mark glue here. I got stuff y'all never seen before. Oh, beautiful. Got more of this Tamiya thin glue here. Looks like a masking for the canopy mask. And keep pulling the stuff out. And more acrylic paint. This is a flat interior green. That's probably good for English aircraft. And he sent me some mixing cups. That'd be good for making resins and stuff. These little small cups. They remind you of those cups you find in that cough medicine, stuff called NyQuil. Puts you in mind of NyQuil. It even has ounces on there. Or, yeah, tablespoons, teaspoons. These are good little measure cups. I've never seen these before. These would be beautiful. I can mix my own paints by using my own formula. Also, these popsicle sticks, big size ones. These are good mixing sticks. good for modeling.